Okay, just wanted to show a couple cool things about what I have so far with the simple wireless circuit. It started off as a Sliders simple wireless system with the pancake coil, which I'm still playing with, but I also tried out just a regular ring shaped coil like a lot of other ones out there, just because this guy right here, this larger ring, seemed to pick up pretty good. It's got these same 3-volt LEDs in series, and this right here, been playing with this circuit a lot, and I burned a lot of diodes trying to run it from higher voltage, and seem to have randomly found a good setup using this pot and a capacitor I have right here, which honestly, when I first started off, I just started just trying all the ones I had on me, since it's pretty much all I could do. I had a handful. These green ones I came out of I think a CFL ballast or something like that. Anyway, other capacitors around 22 microfarads also work, DC caps. But I decided to run it from a ran down 9-volt, just to prevent killing transistors and burning diodes and pots and all that stuff. So right now I've been running it off this 9-volt, which is pretty ran down. It's sitting at 6.8 volts, and that's with a 3 milliamp draw. So the circuit is on right now. So this right here is the milliamp draw, and that right there is the battery voltage. So like with this coil, like normal, when I throw this coil on to light this light, the draw goes up a little bit over 15 milliamps. Of course, voltage starts going back down. That's how dead this battery is. We can still get juice out of it. I like to look at that kind of like a joule thief, but for a 9-volt battery, but also a wireless joule thief. But anyway, you can kind of see the relation here. When I hope you can see that, how the draw goes up, idling, and then putting a load on. And of course, you know, this guy over here, he works too. But I hope you can see the red in those LEDs. But you see where he's sitting, he's just kind of laying over there on the side, pretty good distance. So I'm going to start adjusting the pot. Start turning it up. I think it's around 12, between 12 to 15 milliamps I need to hit. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, around 12. So you can see when I hit about 11, 12 milliamps, that starts to light up. Now honestly, I can't tell you if it's the wattage or the voltage or the current. It's one of the two, the voltage or the current, that's making the field coming off of this guy want to extend out and have this guy pick it up. That's something that this guy won't do. And at this point, I can't tell you if it's because this is a 3-volt load, somewhat of a 3-volt load, and that's more of a 5 to 6-volt load. You can see I'm gonna just change the pot over here. That's all I'm doing. See, it's a fine little region there. It's in between around 12 volt or 12 milliamps, about 15 milliamps. So it's more like 14. So that's very fine region there. And then you could say at that point, so I'm just gonna leave it there. field is the greatest, at least for this coil. It's almost like I've fine-tuned the circuit for this particular coil, because you can see the range here. It's pretty good. And you can also see that we're starting off at 12.4 milliamps. It's not affecting the circuit a whole lot, so it's not causing the circuit to draw a crazy higher amount. Anyway, so there you go. You see he's sitting all the way over there. He's still lighting. Still see light as far as over here. I mean, it's a good range right there. But anyway, another thing, well, let's try this also. We're gonna set him right there and take this other coil, put that light on. So you see, once we've added the load, LED here is on, and those lights go out. Take this more direct load off, the lights come back on. Put the load back on, they go back off. So now we're in the 21 milliamp region, around 5.5 volts. And then let's see what happens if we bring it back down to where a little lower. So now it's looking like the load changed everything around. So the game's different. So that means we just have to adjust a little bit higher. We should be able to get those, there we go. Right about there, about 20. About 21 milliamps. You see this guy's still lighting from that far with this load. Now let's take the load off. Still lighting. So that lets me know right there about the very beginning of 11.3. That is the fine tuning of where that coil is most tuned to this coil, which is pretty cool, at least in that particular spot. Let me put it that way, in that particular spot. But anyway, I'm going to show you this too. I'm just setting them down over here. Can't even say there's even a loop anywhere over here. I don't know if, yeah, it works over here too a little bit. And you can tell, look, these lights are on, but if I touch the copper, they go out. If I change the capacitance that much, sort of like it is pretty much like an exciter, but a very, 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 very low level, just no current at all. But those LEDs will light. See, if I grab the tape, it's not enough. But my skin, just through this thin layer of insulation, it's enough to make it go out. So that's why I didn't notice it at first, because I'm holding it by the copper and I'm moving it around. I didn't see anything, and I just let it, you know, sit there. There you go, boom. Oh. That was weird. It just kind of blinked a little bit, got on brighter. And then, of course, that probably won't do that if I put the load back on over here. Oh, actually, look what happened. So I put the load, put the load over here, and they got brighter. Take the load off, get dimmer. Put the load back on, brighter. That's interesting. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's very cool, very strange at the same time. But either way, even if you don't tune it like that, I can get this guy down to a good idling 3 milliamps. Doesn't even really kill this drawn down 9 volt. And then if I want to power that, it's only a good 15 milliamps, and that'll still come on bright even when that guy's drawn down to about 5 volts or 4.5 volts even, which is a fairly good distribution there. And that's not the greatest LED for this demonstration. That's all I had, but just wanted to show that mainly. Thought that was weird. You just got this guy sitting all the way over here. All I gotta do is play with the pot, get the current just the right level, and there he goes, he comes on. So that's something that took some playing around. But if anybody has any explanation for that, I would love to hear it. Yeah, thanks for watching.